I am going to tell 3 stories. One is a fabrication. It's up to you to decide which is true and which is false. Take a listen. I'm back in the saddle again. I'm where a friend is a friend, where you sleep out every night and the lonely law is right. Back in the saddle again. Old, a girlfriend of mine wanted to go horseback riding. She only had 1 horse. She asked me to ride with her and get on the back of the horse, which I did. As we were going across the meadow, the horse decided that it didn't want me on the back. So it kicked, and I went flying into the meadow and brushed myself off. She was very concerned. She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm okay." She said, "I want you to get back on the horse. That's important." And I said, "I'm not getting back on that horse." And she said, "I want you to get back on the horse." So I did, and she held the reins and walked me back. And I said to myself, "I'm back in the saddle again. I'm where a friend is a friend, where you sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again, with feet high, oh, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again, with feet high, I go my way. Back in the saddle again. Okay, my mom used to want me to do something in the summertime, so she rented me this horse at the stables down here. She rented me a horse, and I rode the horse around, and I brushed the horse, and this man saw me, and he was very impressed with the way I took care of the horse and the way I rode. So he invited me up to his stables, where he bred Arabian horses. Now, I looked at that man, he was 400 pounds, and I thought, that man is not riding those horses. So sure enough, he brings out the largest horse I have ever seen in my life. And this 400-pound man got on top of that horse, and he invited me to ride with him. So I got on the back of the horse, behind his saddle, and as we were riding around the ring, that horse decided that he didn't want me on the back of that horse. And he flipped me off the horse. I tumbled over. Of course, that man was very apologetic. And he said, "You know what? What's really important is that you get back on that horse again." And I said, "I am not getting on that horse." He said, "I'll hold the reins, you get back, but it's very important, once you've been kicked off, that you get back on that horse." So he lifted me up, I got back on the saddle, and I said, I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend, where you sleep out every night, and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Story number 3. I was now in college, and my friend, she had a horse on the Irvine Ranch, and she said, "I want you to come and we're going to take care of the horse." I said, "Okay." So I went with her. We went down, she put the feed bag on the horse, and I decided, since I was just standing around, that I would get on the back of the horse so I wouldn't have to stand around, and I was very relaxed sitting on the horse. She decided to take that feed bag off the horse, but did not tether that horse. So that horse realized he was free. So that horse took off with me on the back. I had no saddle, I had no reins, so I was riding like the Indians. And I kept thinking, I'm riding like an Indian. And I had the mane, I had my feet gripped, but that horse was smarter than me, because he decided he didn't want me on the back of him. So he decided he was going to go right, but I was still going ahead. So I went this way, the horse went that way, And I got on the ground and I went, jeez. Okay, my girlfriend, we finally got that horse together, and she said, you know what's really important for you? It's important for you to get back on that horse again. I said, I'm not getting on that horse again. She said, you're getting on that horse. I'll just hold those reins, and you're going to get back on that horse. So she held the reins. I got back on the horse, and you know what I said? I bet you can figure it out. I'm back on the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend, where you sleep out every night, and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Oh, yippee-ki-yay, oh, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Yippee-ki-yay, I go my way. Back in the saddle again. Back in the saddle again. Okay. So let me ask you. Story on the count of your hands. Okay. Story number 1. Who believes that story? Okay. Story number 2. Who believes that story? Okay. Story number 3. Who believes that story? Okay. Actually, the hands were right. Story number 2 was wrong. Sorry.
Am I just doing that right over here, or am I going right next to you?
I don't know.
All along.
No, it's easy to take out of it if you want to just take it out.
She playing little Japanese love song, Tuning. It's my favorite.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. Seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Sorry. No, you're fine.
Often at night, when the heavens are bright, and the starlight from the glittering stars, I stand there amazed, and I ask as I gaze, does their glory exceed that of ours? Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Where seldom is heard a despair